Hello, here GB Animators and welcome to another random animation breakdown video. This is it. We are going to analyze an episode from Last House, in particular episode 83 of Frieza Saga. Of course, it's supervised by Masayuki Uchiyama, who is not well known for impressive art styles. His design is flat and shallow and lacks of accurate shading, and because of this, his characters look more like cartoons than actual animes. As for this episode, it does look a bit rushed for the most part, which is understandable since Uchiyama's last episode was 79 and could not take advantage of the average 6 weeks time. That said, this episode follows the same pattern as the other Last House episodes. Uchiyama may be the supervisor, but the main force of Last House is Taichihiro Ohara, who can be considered as an early Yoshitaka Yashima, since both of them provide the highest amount of keyframes. This episode is no exception. Ohara handles both halves, excluding the middle part. That also means that the beginning scene with Gohan using his powerful Mazenko on Frieza is of course Ohara's creation. The first half is just what you would expect. His animations are fluid and decent, but I've never been a fan of his art style. Or better, his art style suits well on short or small characters such as Kid Gohan or Dende, but on the other characters it just feels off. His main traits are pointy noses, disproportionate mouth and copious sweat drops. As I stated before, his work is kinda rushed. They recycled the explosion scene from episode 70. It's clearly the same scene. The end of the first half displays a quality drop, as it's animated by Uchiyama himself. His work is easy to spot, due to his superficial shading and wrong proportions. Characters look pale and cartoony as well. This shot of Piccolo looks off, while in this one, Vegeta's eyes are really big. Luckily, Naotoshi Shida steps in on the early second half. His work in this episode is pretty much reduced. His highlights are Frieza's transformation and Krillin mortally wounding Vegeta. I simply admire him. Shida is so good, his work shines even with Uchiyama's corrections. This segment might be not among his best material, but I simply find it unique. Despite Frieza's transformation being a static scene, that rotation makes it dynamic, or better, Chosetsu dynamic. Jokes aside, it's technically the best segment of this episode. Uchiyama replaces Shida after Krillin nearly killing Vegeta. Again, it's another brief scene, and shows every single flaw of Uchiyama's style. But the remaining part until the ending is work by Factotum Ohara. Oddly enough, this second half looks slightly more polished than the first one. I'm still not a fan of his art style, but much to my surprise, fits Final Form Frieza quite well. As much as I like Shimanuki's Frieza, Ohara's really stands out. His features appear almost feminine, and as a whole, the animation looks really nice. As for the other characters, it's at least passable, but much like Uchiyama, Ohara literally doesn't follow proportions. So, how does this episode hold up? It's decent. The art was superficial, apart from Shida's segment, whereas the animation was not that bad. Not the best Last House episode ever, but still far from Cell Saga Abysses. So that was the animation breakdown of this week. Thank you for your consistent support. Please write down in the comments which episode I should pick next time. Thanks also for watching and see ya on the next video.